Hi, welcome back. In this video, we will talk about logical operations. In our introduction video, we said that the computer is a machine and it can do logical operations. That is a major difference between other machines and computer, that it can do logical operations. We already saw all the mathematical operations a computer can do. It can add, subtract, multiply, divide, and so on. It can easily perform other mathematical operations, for example, trigonometric operations like sine, cosine, etc. But now we are looking at logical operations. What is a logical operation? In very simple terms, logical operation is the same as condition checking or comparison. Basically, computer can compare values of two variables or more technically, two expressions, and execute some set of instructions rather than another set of instructions. This way, the computer can choose different paths of execution based on checking conditions. You can say that if temperature is greater than 35, then say it is hot. If temperature is less than 15, then say it is cold. If age is greater than 65, then person is old. Here, age is a variable and it is compared against a value or expression 65. You can notice that QBasic uses regular mathematical comparison signs. That will make it very easy to understand. Let's look at some of the symbols used for comparison. This symbol is used for greater than. Age is greater than 65. This symbol is used for less than. Age is less than 12. This and this are for greater than, equal to, and less than equal to respectively. Temperature is greater than equal to 35. This symbol is to compare equality. Age is equal to 100. This symbol is to compare inequality. Age is not equal to 50. Let's write the code that compares the age. First, we declare the variable age as integer. CLS dim age as integer. Then we will input the age from the user. If age is greater than 65, then print you are old. End if. This is called if then end if block. It starts with the keyword if. Then you can compare any expressions logically. Then add the then keyword. On the next line, you can have any number of statements. We have just written one statement which is to print you are old. On the next line, you can have end if. Therefore, it is always in the form of if, then we compare an expression, then we add the keyword then. Then on the next line, statement 1, statement 2, statement 3, and so on, end if. In the if block, we can also have other if then blocks. If compare an expression, then statement 1. Now we have another if block. If compare another expression, then statement 2, statement 3, end if. Statement 4, end if. This is a valid block. You have outer if then end if block and inner if then end if block. Inner if block is executed only if outer if block condition is met. We will not write such blocks for now, but in a more complex program there may be nested blocks. Continuing from the same above example, let's say we want to print if a person's age is less than 12, it should print you are a child. You can continue and have similar looking lines. We will just change the comparison condition a little bit. If age is less than or equal to 12, then print you are a child. End if. Let's run the program. This time we will input age as 10. It will print you are a child. Again run the program with the age as 12. It will print you are a child. Let's run the program with the age of 30. Nothing is printed. This is because age is not less than or equal to 12 and also age is not greater than 65. Let's continue with one more condition. Let's say we want to also say if age is more than 19, then we should print you are an adult. Let's copy paste again and just change the condition and change the print statement. If age is greater than 19, then print you are an adult. End if. Let's run the program. This time let's input the age as 30. You can see it printed you are an adult. Let's try with the age as 70. Now you can see that it printed two statements. One is you are old and the other is you are an adult. What happens? Let us see now. It first started from the top and took user input as 70. Then it goes to the first if statement, which is comparing age against 65. Condition is true. In other words, condition is satisfied. So it went inside the then block and printed you are old. If block ended. New if block started with the condition age is less than or equal to 12. This is not true. So it skipped the if block and went to the next if block. Next is again the condition age is greater than 19. This is true again. So it went inside the if then block and printed you are an adult. Now this is tricky. You might not want to print you are old and you are an adult both. Let us rearrange the if block again. If age is greater than 65, then print you are old. Else if age is greater than 19, then print you are an adult. Else if age is less than or equal to 12, then print you are a child. End if. This block is the if then else if end block. Note that end if comes only once regardless how many else if blocks are there. Also note that when the first condition is satisfied, its then block is executed. Therefore, when the age is 70, the first condition is executed and it prints you are old. Next condition, even if it is true, is not executed. In such a block where the first condition is satisfied, only that if or else if block is executed. Let's run the program for different inputs. 70, you are old. 10, you are a child. 40, you are an adult. As you can see, the program is improved a little bit. Now only one statement is printed. Let's try again. Input is 15. Nothing is printed. Why? Let's go to the program. When the age is 15, age is not greater than 65, so hence the first condition is not satisfied. Age greater than 19 is also not satisfied because 15 is not greater than 19. And the last condition is also not true because 15 is not less than 12 either. Hence nothing is printed. It didn't enter into any of the if-then blocks or else-if blocks. There is one more check, which is a default. If none of the conditions are satisfied, it can enter the else block. Here is an example. We will just change the code again to introduce. Let the program we wrote be as is and then in the end we will write else. Else, print you are a teenager. Let's run the program. 15, it prints you are a teenager. One small thing. What if we put the first condition as age is greater than 19 and next condition as age is greater than 65? Let's run the program again for 75. Now it is printing you are an adult, but it is not printing you are old. Why? Because the first condition age is greater than 19 itself is satisfied and hence the first if then block is executed. So there is a problem. In this scenario we need to write our if condition in a proper sequence. But in real world programming, you will not be able to achieve this output just by writing your conditions in the proper sequence, as input may not be in the pattern. What if our input to the above program is 200 or minus 200? It will still say that you are old or will still say that you are a child because of this and this statement. Ideally, it should say that your age is invalid. We will find out how to fix this problem in the next video. We will introduce AND and OR operations. See you in the next video.